Hello traders, here we are on the gold futures. We're going to be taking a look at many more other instruments. We're going to be seeing what are the trade setups that are occurring for this week and how actually our trade setups that we looked at from last week as well are performing and what trades that we have taken as well. This and more on this trading video. Hi traders, thank you for joining the Master the Markets team in our live trading session video today and supporting us in our mission to spread the truth of trading and help you achieve consistent trading performance. It is True Upon here, founder of Master the Markets Elite Trades Conference and the Traders Open Day. So here we are traders in terms of the gold chart. I'm going to start off gold and we're going to be taking a look at all the others, commodities, currencies and indexes as well. And if there are any other instruments that you want us to include, do let us know. Do message us privately on Master the Markets. Right. So let me carry onto here. Let me just see if I were to just maximize that. Now, gold futures on the weekly time frame. Remember in last week's video we looked at this, which was an uptrend phase 2. We always define the trend and we define the phase, okay? And we're easily able to do that because of the whole smart money indicator projection of the tops and bottoms. I covered all of this on the importance of quantifying tops and bottoms from there deriving three valid stats on our channel, Master Markets 2010 Trading View channel. Over there under streams, actually, you can look at these 7 steps videos, okay, the 7 steps to achieve consistent trading performance. You can take a look at that where we covered it systematically on this methodology of open equity and the other stats that we covered over there. Okay, very important. I really highly encourage you guys to watch it because most of the traders that stick with us, they always tell us, Tiru, we don't find this kind of information or quality content anywhere else out there because it's institutional quant material.
If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and smash that like icon. If you haven't joined our channel yet, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications immediately when we post up quality content like this, and especially to get our live trading updates sent directly to your phone.
So coming back to here, traders, coming back to gold. So as you can see, defined trend, defined phase. So this was an uptrend because of all the quantification you can see very clearly. Higher highs, higher lows, coming back down. That's a phase 2 over there. Now what I'm looking to do, which is what everybody's doing in one way or rather without realizing it, looking to capture the turning point on a systematic, validative way so that we get much more open equity on the move. Okay. So on this, what I do, I look for the setup on the weekly, which is what we got over here. One kind of a failure here, and then some kind of a turning over here. Okay. Then what I then do, I go on to the daily, and I look for a bottom to lift. Okay, bottom to lift, and at the same time, I check the volume as well from the trade guider VSA indicator, VSA light. Okay, from the trade guider team. So after we got this, then I go on to the 4-hour time frame. Let me also just bring up what we are looking for. So I got the weekly setup, right? And then I go on to my 4-hour, see if I can enter a bit more earlier. And where we really got the confirmation was over here, okay? On this bar over here, when this bottom got confirmed. In fact, I talked about this last week as well. Okay, looking for this. So that's why we got the absolute confirmation entry here where the blue line is and the stop loss for this red line. Now, if this bottom were to hold, so if you observe here, so this is a 4-hour bottom that is confirmed. If it holds that bottom, it will become a daily bottom. And I also saw some volume spike over here as well. Okay, supporting that it's going to support this bottom and this bottom and it's going up further as of now. Also another thing, so if you look on the daily, right? So systematically based on quantification of these bottoms and tops, which we talk about here on the 7 steps, what you can then see is that the 4-hour bottom right, which was over here, held to become a daily bottom later on, you see. So by looking at a lower time frame and based on bottom and top quantifications, what we have essentially done is enter a bit earlier than the daily, when the daily bottom confirms, which is we got a 6. Let me just tell you exactly. So in terms of this number here is 1926, and this one here, the close 1932. So we had a 6 point advantage, okay, on the gold in terms of entering it much earlier. Now, some of you may be thinking, okay, most important thing here, master the markets, we always keep thinking about in terms of the open equity. Where am I going to exit? Because think about it, traders. The entry is not going to put money in your pocket, right? The entry can only maximize the amount of money that's put in your pocket. So therefore, the real money that you make really is on the exits. So where am I going to exit this? This is based on, so the 4 hour bottom confirm, daily confirm. So I'm going in the right way, right? And so far I got this amount of unrealized profit so far, about 12 points of unrealized profit.
For those of you who are unsure of any of the terminology or the concepts in this video, watch our free Trader Starter Pack 5-day video course as shown in Empire Cinema. It is educational, entertaining, and covers basics and advanced content with cross-transferable principles for trading and investments. It pertains to both beginners and intermediate traders, all dedicated towards helping you achieve consistent performance. Go ahead and register for it on the link below.
Now, when I go on to the weekly, my first point of exit will be when the weekly confirms. Okay, I'll take out some cash that I'll scale out, and then the other thing will then be on riding that in terms of a phase one move. For that, then what I then also do, not only do I look at the volume to see if it's going to support that move, which is what we got here at the trade guide of VSA line. It's all gray at the moment. See if it turns to green, but definitely on the daily, it's not turned to green yet. So we need some kind of a more support strength over down gold. Not only that, we also will take a look at our OE tables as well, which I've talked about before. And when I put up this OE show stats chart, and then I can have those numbers. I can see on the weekly, at least 50% of the time we get to 750. Okay, 750, which is $7 50 cents, is it not? So if I just want to check that, I can just do this. Let me just see very quickly, and that, there you go, right? So 109, let me just see that. So that is 109.50, isn't it? That's what we got over here. So 1975, and that is about 100 point move. Okay, so just one decimal point. So over here, when we take a look at that, so that's about 75 point move. So when it gets to a 75 point move is where I can start to think of getting on my second exit position. Okay, once the dot confirm, this on my second exit. Okay, so the first exit will be on the weekly bottom confirmation. Second exit will be on the 75 point move based on this table. Okay, where we got 75 point move. That means basically from the dot, wherever the dot occurs on the weekly, I plus 75 and I will look for my second exit point. So that's on gold. Let me quickly, swiftly move on to Brent oil. At the moment on Brent oil, we got continuation towards the downside, right? It's a downtrend. Turning point has already occurred on a phase one basis. However, on the daily, am I getting any um, confirmation to the downside? No, I'm not. So then I am not really going to be taking a look at that as of now. So I'll wait on that. GPUSD, on the other hand, if you take a look at the weekly, we talked about this in the last week's trade setups video, and we looked at, if you take a look, was over here, right? and we were looking at continuation move, and we did take it. And in fact, when we did a webinar with the trade guider team as well, we showed it real time is running towards its profit, one of our clients accounts as well. And then it hit the target as well within 1 day. So what we then did in continuation move, what we then do is on the daily, we go on there, we take it on the dot, you see bottom confirmation here, open equity left. Take a look at this table, 60% at 100 pips, we take it out at 100 pips or 180 R, which is where the green line is, and it took it in 1 day. We were quite good on that. That's on one of the positions. Second position, we're letting it run because it's also matching up with higher time frames as well. Now, euro dollar on the other hand, weekly time frame. So this is a continuation move what we're having. Again, trend phase. Took out this high, uptrend, phase one, continuation move, right, is what we are taking a look at. Now, in terms of phase one moves, we go on to the daily over here. Do we have a confirmation bottom? No, we do not, and that's why we couldn't take any trade on that. Very systematic approach, right? On a very clear um, framework is what we got over here, which is what we talk about in the 7 steps over here at our Master the Markets channel 2010, going on since 2010. Euro dollar I've covered. Dow Jones. Now, Dow Jones, what are we having at the moment? Weekly, it's stalling over there. Okay, it's stalling over here, around here. What trend, what phase are we having? This is a what is it? So we got this being taken out. So it's an uptrend at the moment, phase one, but it's stalling. When taking a look at time perspective as well, there's a high chance this can become a phase two turning point. Okay, so I'll take a look on the daily. So over here is a bit of a compression. Highly probably is going to take out this low over here to make a phase two. Okay, so that's what I'm taking a look at. I'll put that here. We'll review how that carries on into the week. S&P again, turning point here on the phase two over here. That is not on continuation move. DAX already done its phase two confirmation. If you take a look, be looking for phase one moves once the setup occurs. And on the daily, am I also getting a setup move? At the moment, I'm not. I want this bottom to fail and then look for it to come back before I take it on the weekly to carry on with the phase one. The only problem with the DAX, I was taking a look at one of our Vedanta elite clients, is that the monthly is due for a top. So that's the only thing that will give me a caution for this whole trend to change and for it to lead on the higher time frame, so the phase two to continue. Bitcoin, on the other hand, traders, we are taking a look at continuation move over here. So if I go on to the daily, I'm taking a look for this to turn first and then wait for the dot to appear. I can take it on a smaller time frame on the 4 hour. Finally, Ethereum, what are we having? Defined trend, defined phase. Take out this uptrend phase one, open equity left because the confirmation just came here near to the swing bottom. So what am I then taking a look at? If I take a look on the daily, I'm waiting for my confirmation dot, which is what I've got over here, right? Which is as of yesterday. So what I will do is I'll just put a horizontal line here. And in terms of the VSA, it's turning gray, which is a good sign as well. If it turns into green, then more confirmation. In terms of my stop loss will be over here. And in terms of the VSA trigger line, it's also passed through the trigger line here as well. Okay, so it's also combining and affirming with volume as well, what we are taking a look over here. Let me just put a red on that. And then we know where our stop loss is, then we can review it as we go along. All right, traders, I guess that's pretty much that from me in terms of all the instruments. In terms of a recap, we're definitely taking a gold and capturing that phase one point. I'll put and update this onto the ideas. In terms of cable continuation, we already exited for profit. And in terms of Ethereum, we're looking for a continuation move over here. I'll put that in as well. Okay. That's all from me, traders, in this trading video on trade setups that is occurring for the week. And as we always say, and just I remembered, do check out the 7 steps to achieve consistent trading performance. Is really, really good, really important quality information that can be is cross transferable principles that you can apply to any strategy that you are doing, and which will help you achieve consistent trading performance. All right, traders, that's all from me on this trading video. And as we always say, till the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.
If you want to get notified every time we put a video up, especially on our live trading update videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications icon. This will get the YouTube algos to kick in and for you to join us in our mission to spread the truth of trading further, so that traders like you can benefit from our videos to trade like a master, achieve consistent performance, and change lives.